30. A couple of conservative sets. The lead up to this, they're back on the attack now. All good. In the middle of the field, playing it for Mitchell, who comes at the back. It goes through the hands of Maguire. It comes to Loco. He's up there by Pomeroy and also John Morris. They'll go back to Maguire again. There's Robson. There's somebody to come with him. He was quite ready on that particular play, so the halfback has to take the tackle. Back to the left. Goes straight to Hayne. He draws a man, gives it off to Loco, but Pomeroy was up in his face when he caught the ball. They've got one more tackle right here. Horrow feeds it back to Robson. Will kick across. A chance for Atkins up against Matthew Wright. He made a nice catch and does well to stay in the field of play. Good hands.
It was great hands there by Matthew Wright. It was a good kick from Jeff Robson. And it hasn't been a real strong point of Parramatta's this year, the attacking kicking game, but tonight they've been able to score some tries out of their attacking kicking game. They've been able to force dropouts, and that builds pressure and that builds points. So it's an area of the game that they're improving, and they'll need to continue to improve on as the season starts to unfold.
I'll call it moving, you're not doing a thing. 16.
Because all the good sides in the competition, when they get in your 20-metre zone, their last play options are very good.
And now the kick for line hasn't found it. Knocked back in by a leaping Jordan Atkins, and here comes Jarryd Hayne giving it to Nathan Hindmarsh. It was, I'm sure, a moment where they thought about a counter-attack from inside their own territory off the bonus set of 6. Instead of being an attack themselves, it's Parramatta who are coming right back at the Sharks. Until this moment, where Justin Horrow just loses it in the tackle. And a rare mistake by the Eels, who've now completed 32 of 38. Here's Atkins again.
With his feet in the right position, made sure he didn't touch that line before he leapt. Kept himself in the field of play. Justin Horrow with the football. Work of Luke Douglas over the top. Just forces it loose. Keating getting that finger strap. That is the dog bite finger, I would assume.
Has there been another player to miss a game, to miss games of football through a dog bite? Do we know of one?
I can't think of one off the top of my head. Yeah. That was the finger, wasn't it? It was a finger that got bitten by the dog or broke.
It was quite a nasty one when you're out of action for 6 weeks. Here is Matthew Wright. They play it inside the Eels 40. Anthony Tupou at the 30-metre line. Brad Moran missed some games once through a dog bite. That was on Tamana Tahu. Now Graham going across the field, sending it back on the inside for Talima Tautai. He will play it here just outside the 20. Flanagan waits at dummy half. Goes to Graham. Nothing doing there. He's wrapped up comfortably right by Robson. Flanagan again. Goes to Morris on the last to put a kick in here for Mills. He had a chance to come up with it. It went to ground, and Loco, they're going to say, has spun his way along the ground back into the field of play.
It was a commando roll back in the field of play by Jacob Loco. Very clever. Luke Bird in between. There he is, he's down and just keeps rolling. Well done.
Here's Hindmarsh. They go wide, good hands, and it goes to Lasalo, who is away. He's got Walker on the outside, Bird on the inside. Go you good thing, Luke. Bird will score underneath the black dots. A terrific night for the veteran in front of an adoring Parramatta crowd, and they make it 38 points to 0.
Good ball by Jeff Robson. He's been heavily involved in a lot of Parramatta's attack tonight, Robson. and just passing the football in Lasalo. Hitting the hole, showing good speed for a back rower. And Luke Burt pushing up in support in the middle of the field. He races away to score. And that's a good try from inside their own half from Parramatta.
Good support play from Burt, who's come from the other side of the field. He was hovering around the middle, but loomed up on the inside from the left wing. And you're right, he's lost nothing in terms of speed. Absolutely nothing. Moved away from Chris Walker, who was on support on the other side.
It's been a professional performance by Parramatta tonight, nice and controlled. And they've built this victory through pressure and controlling the football and taking the right options and making the most of their opportunities. And that's what they would have spoke about coming here tonight.
He's racking up quite a tally, isn't he? Luke Burt. A couple of tries and a stack of goals so far here tonight. 40 points to nil. Still have 5 minutes exactly remaining on Monday Night Football. And it's a big round of applause, as you'd expect. As we said, one of the real favourites. The fans there on the Western Grandstand. Here's the kick by Matthew Wright to get us back underway. Put down by Fui. Don't tell me it's play on. Well, finally,
Not gone in goal. Goal and drop out.
somebody blows a whistle.
No, just drop out, boys, drop out.
It took quite a deal of time there. I don't know what they were thinking.
Well, it was a low, flat kickoff that no one could get to on the full. Hayne did his best, but he couldn't control it with his boot. And it was always going to be difficult for Moi Moi. He didn't know what was going on. He was waiting and listening for a whistle. He didn't hear it. And he decided to charge into the defensive line. And the referees pulled it up. But Hayne from underneath the sticks. That is 58 on the fly.
Good eyes. Comes to Vave. Plenty of room to wind up. They play it here just outside the Eels 30. Can they crack them? At least one try here tonight. The last win by the Eels here against the Sharks was 74 points to 4. Memorable night. The Sharks finished a couple of players short from memory. Jamie Lyon might have scored 5 tries in the same night. Here is a try. Getting across to score it is a former Eel in Talima Tautai. Well, they won't be beaten to nil here tonight, the Sharks. They get across the line. It took until the 77th minute. Nice spin and a move at the line by Tautai.
Yeah, good footwork by Tautai, former Eel. Just off a short pass from Anthony Tupou. Got through the tackle of, I think it was Jeff Robson. Chris Walker it was. Robson was the man that went to Tupou. Tautai too close to the line there for Jared Hayne to pull him back.
Take a little something out of tonight's effort. And the kick is good to make it 40 points to 6. Matthew Wright adds the extra 2. It's a fairly glum bench, as you would expect, for the Sharks, missing so many of their big guns here tonight. Moving on for a game
Bring it up, Harold.
in round 12 next Sunday afternoon. They'll be down there in Melbourne at Amy Park to take on the Storm.
Wait for the kick.
Of course, we'll have their stars hopefully backing up for them. It will prove to be, you would think, a difficult period for the Melbourne Storm, who've travelled very nicely to this point of the season, but with the big three involved in Origin, campaign ahead, certainly stretch their energy levels and their reserves. Looking ahead, we'll see the Eels in action again, live on Fox Sports as part of Super Saturday this week. And They head up the F3 to Osgrid Stadium to take on the Newcastle Knights. A healthy crowd there, you'd imagine, of course, with the campaign to add as many members as possible to the Newcastle Knights ranks. And certainly you can get some cheap tickets at the moment, can't you? If you live in the area, you'd be crazy not to get out there to watch your side go around against the Eels, who have put themselves in a little bit of form here tonight, certainly with the ball in their hands. They haven't been tested too much defensively by the Sharks. A little bit of form at the back of this outing tonight as far as their ball play is concerned. Now Douglas, a little bit of ball playing himself, giving it to Morris, who was grabbed, wanted to play on, but the referee was having none of that. Now Vava doesn't go that way. He was thinking about firing it out to the left-hand side and somehow lost it and got it back to play it on the last. Their last chance in the game. The kick will go down to Luke Burt. Bring it back and then fire it across to Jared Hayne. Towards Anthony Tupou, and was able to spin away from his attempted tackle. Been solid tonight, Jared Hayne, without being spectacular. He had plenty of touches early in the game, determined to get very involved. And, it won't take too much for him to see action for New South Wales at some stage of this series, of course, should there be an injury in the back line. But tonight the Eels, far too good for the Sharks. They've beaten them 40 points to 6.